Hi, I'm Adam McDowell with parkbench.com/North Center. I'm here today with Dr. Scott Rovner. He's the owner of Roscoe Village Animal Hospital. Hello, Scott. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Adam. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking some time to sit down with me today. Let's start off. Why, everyone has pets now. COVID has increased the pet population in Chicago. So why should people choose Roscoe Village Animal Hospital for their pet care?
Thank you. So I founded Roscoe Village Animal Hospital 14 years ago, and I established a place, animal hospital, specifically designed by a veterinary architect to provide the best animal care possible here in Chicago. I myself have always kept up on medicine. I wake up every day happy and thrilled to veterinarian. I feel it's a privilege to be a veterinarian and to help people's pets. I have several associates, and I built a facility along with my staff to provide the best possible care to date in veterinary medicine. The hospital reinvests into the business, keeping up to date with the latest equipment. We are very big on regenerative medicine, which the FDA has recently allowed veterinarians to do stem cell therapy, platelet-rich plasma treatments, class 4 lasers. I've taken a course on chiropractic adjustments. And quite honestly, those few things I just mentioned have done more good for the well-being of animals than anything else in 26 years I've been in practice.
I just recently heard for the first time about animal chiropractors. I did not know that was a service that was out there. So yeah. Things like that are doing a lot of good, you say?
Doing phenomenal. The biggest project right now I'm working on, I've actually developed quite a few protocols using stem cell and platelet-rich plasma. I am actually a consultant for Medivet Biologics, who is a stem cell company here in the States out of Louisville, Kentucky. So I'm on contract with them to share with them and veterinarians across the world some of the protocols that I've developed. Right now, probably my biggest discovery or treatment that I've come up with, which is collecting data. I've got pretty much all of my data. I'm getting ready to publish a paper, international, in some of these international journals, is using stem cell therapy alone to treat ACL tears in dogs. The anterior cruciate ligament is a ligament in the hind leg of a dog. It's the #1 orthopedic injury in dogs today. Surgery is the standard of care in the United States for this. It's a very expensive surgery. It's a very invasive surgery with several complications. I've developed this protocol, just finished my 140th case last Wednesday. And thus far I've had 0 complications and 100% success. And
that's incredible.
I hope to leave this world a little bit better than it was when I started. And I think this is one way I can do so.
Yeah. So with all these new pet owners and honestly experienced pet owners as well, can you give us some tips to keep these animals healthy? So hopefully we don't have to visit you too often. What can we do to keep our pets healthy day to day?
Adam, I'll tell you, there's really 2 things that are probably the most important. The first is diet. A lot of people and a lot of veterinarians, I think, haven't really put much thought into what we're putting into our pets. In veterinary school, there is, there are these big companies that we see our professors or clinicians using. about 11 and a half years ago, I started a study on cancer in dogs. Cancer is the leading cause of death in dogs. About 7 out of 10 dogs die of cancer in the United States. So with a lot of common sense and some medical knowledge, I started to study an epidemiological study, what dogs in my practice were dying of cancer and what food were they fed. And I found a direct correlation between feeding a dog organ meat, such as kidney or liver, which is where carcinogens are stored in us and livestock. And so I have, recommended diets that are not in the big box, not the big box diets. And I used to see 3 cases of cancer a month to maybe one case of cancer every 3 years. So diet is huge, I think. On our website, I do have a list of my study of my study is published on our website. So diet number one in the cat world. Everyone thinks they should feed their cats dry food. Just the opposite. You should feed your cats canned food. We have 4 diseases that we have linked to dry food in cats. Cats are obligate carnivores. They are not small dogs. They're actually totally separate species. Obesity, diabetes, urinary tract issues, and dental disease have all been pinned on feeding dry food. I'm currently doing a study on chronic renal failure in cats, which is the #1 cause of death in cats. And so far, my suspicion is correct, that feeding canned food will prevent chronic renal disease. So diet is huge. I would say the next important thing is dental care, oral cavity care, and maintaining a healthy oral cavity. Statistically, 8 out of 10 pets over the age of 2 have some form of periodontal disease. Periodontal disease not only is a painful disease of the mouth, but it spreads bacteria to various places in the body. Probably the most common place would be the heart. And we see a lot of dogs and cats with heart disease from this bacteria seeding itself into the heart system.
Wow. So definitely look at what's inside the food and then keep that mouth clean. 2 big tips you got.
Big tips. Yeah.
Doesn't seem that hard to do. I know mouth care takes a lot of time and takes some practice, but it's worth that, right?
So worth it. Statistically, they say you add 3 to 5 years to your pet's life by keeping the oral cavity healthy. And that's been a statistic as long as I've been a veterinarian. Yeah.
So if people want to learn, find that study that you were talking about or follow you on social media, what are those websites and social media addresses they can find you at?
Of course. Our website is roscoevillageanimalhospital.com. And we are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, as far as social media sites.
Great. Well, thank you for your time. I learned a lot. Have some need to go read some labels of my dog food now.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for your time, and hopefully I don't have to stop by anytime soon. But should my pets come sick, we'll give you a call for sure.
Sure. We'd like to see you only for wellness. That's what we hope for.
Yeah. I'm Adam McDowell with parkbench.com/North Center, your path to home. Thank you all for watching.